non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
Hello everybody and welcome to the fourth round of the World Monoposto Championship here in Japan. Jack Kearney has taken pole, followed by Henry Hermsen and Max Riemüller, another Luxembourg, 1, 2 and 3. Can anybody stop them? They've looked unstoppable in practice and qualifying, and now here we are once again, and it's another front row locker and third. Could this be the third race in a row where we see Luxembourg take a 1, 2, 3 finish? You just never know, really. As we come to yet another oval track, there's definitely room for... Oh, we've already got an accident! Tedemani, Gonzalez, Checo, Wilson off the formation lap. Are they going to start in the pit lane? Well, they can't now, I don't think. So that's just... Is there a restart? That was very strange. And already there's drama here in Japan, in Motegi. I don't quite know what happened to the other drivers further back, but it seems as if there's been a collision. I sincerely hope that they get running again after qualifying. But before we go through again, let's just remind you who's who. I must also mention it's Robin Ead's birthday, so at the end I'll have a nice little song for you. Nice little surprise. But Robin Ead is in the USA car, I think down in 12th or 11th. So I wish him all the very best in this race. I hope he has a good one. And we've got some cars starting in the pit lane, including Checo Wilson, as we now get ready to go racing once again. And on board with Maximilian Gurka on the start line. Luxembourg are away, but Gurka, was that Tobias Dorsch? Sorry. That's Maximilian Gurka following Rowan Atkinson Jr. down the straight as the Luxembourg cars go 3 wide further up. And the order is completely jumbled for some reason. They seem to be slowing. Is there a safety car already? What is going on?
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
So we do indeed have a restart here in Motegi for round 4 of the World Monoposto Championship. And as I was saying, I'm glad these guys have now got a restart. So let's go through the grid. Kearney, Hermsen, Riemüller, Atkinson Jr., Catavo, Schneider, Gurka. We've got Zayden 9th, Wilson, Ead, Drizzle, Rivera, Taramini. And near the back we've got the commentators, including myself and the pace cars. Right then, let's finally get some running. I hope for a clean start. Some guys who may not have made the start. Right. Jack Kearney on pole. Can he take his second consecutive win for Luxembourg? Like he did in Surfers Paradise when Henry Hermsen made a mistake. It's possible we'll see lots of overtaking. And I'd imagine Luxembourg will work as a team to give each other a slipstream and keep the others at bay, as they did so well in Daytona just 2 rounds ago. If we get any lag, please ignore that. That should improve as the stream progresses. But we should get some decent racing here in Motegi in just a few minutes' time. Sorry for the late start. There's been a bit of a delay. But now we're finally ready to get underway. It's going to be Kearney who leads them away from Hermsen, from Riemüller, from Atkinson Jr., from Catavo and Gurka. And I think that's Drizzle. Was it? Well, who cares? Because as the pace car comes in, Luxembourg are away, and it's Kearney who leads over the line as the Spanish car, Fernandez Li Ling, goes right off the track there. And we're green, and it looks like Kearney's got a great start. But on the inside, his teammate is going to challenge for the lead of the race as we go down now into turn 2. Max Riemüller on the inside of Jack Kearney and up into the lead, but we're going 3, 4 wide. Further back the field, and Atkinson Jr. is going to squeeze through a tiny gap there. There's almost no room there. We've got 3 wide for 2 rows there. And now Gonzalez Catavo's getting his way up into the fight. Luxembourg are 1-2, but Atkinson Jr. is about to change that as we're all jostling for position on the first lap. 76 laps remaining here. Hermsen now leads. Riemüller, Atkinson, Catavo, Kearney, Gurka, And Atkinson Jr. now powers down the back straight for the lead of the race. And Hermsen snatches it right back. And look at this. Got a good battle going on here. Hermsen sets the fastest lap. As now Gurka challenges Kativo. And Roken. What has happened there? To Jack Kearney, I believe. Yeah, it is Jack Kearney. So he's a long way back. Not quite sure what happened. Yannick Schneider's just behind him. And now Kearney's found himself in a bit of a hot spot. Very difficult position at the moment. Is he all getting a bit of a tag? They now go into the next lap, and Max Riemüller leads them with the fastest lap of the race, 29.188. Not that far off what we were seeing earlier, but further up we're seeing a good battle for the lead as Atkinson Jr. challenges the Luxembourg car of Henry Hermsen, and he's through for the moment, but Hermsen is going to fight him with all he can as they go now into turns 3 and 4. Then we have Riemüller also on a charge. He took pole in Daytona, so he clearly likes the oval circuit as he now goes over the line. Who's it going to be? And it's just Hermsen and Riemüller going side by a thousandth of a second. Riemüller down the inside of turn 1. And then Hermsen stuck on the outside line for this corner. But the two Luxembourg cars are away, but they've got Atkinson in their sights, and that's not going to be easy for them now. Gonzalez Cativo charges through with Gurka. Oh, and then Kearney, and oh, that's the Canadian car. Oh, and he's out. It's Yannick Schneider. That's his rear wing gone, and that is him firmly out of this race. What happened there? Got a tag, I think, from Kearney, or we got stuck on the rear wing, and now that's... Oh, Li Ling now scoops up a couple of spots, and that is Roken. Riemüller still leads, but I'm fairly sure that should be a pace car compared to what we've seen previously, so don't see why the pace car isn't out yet. Should be in a minute. Hermsen leads, Atkinson, Riemüller, Cativo. Surely we're going to see a pace car. We've seen this sort of stuff before, and there's usually been a pace car. Don't see anything. Oh, Atkinson! Atkinson, that was... Ooh, big twitch. Big twitch then, but he's back up now as he goes down the middle. Not going to work there. He's going to get a tow of Riemüller and Atkinson. And Max Riemüller currently P1, and they're slowing. Well, he lifted there, so... Does that mean the pace car is out? Looks like the pace car is out by the way that Atkinson's just slowed. And that's Max Riemüller in the lead. Then Atkinson, Riemüller, Hermsen, Atkinson, Cativo, Kearney, Schrezel, Gurka, Checo Wilson, Rivera, Eid, happy birthday mate, I've got some good birthday. And that car's still in the way. You can still see the car in the way. 69 laps, ha 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 ha. Can think of a lot of dirty jokes right now, but I'm not going to say any of them. Right. Is that the pace car? Jim Hind. It is Ron Man. Yep, the pace car is out. And not that long into the race already, we expect to see quite a few cautions on an oval circuit. All these cars so close together at these high speeds. They're so sensitive to drive as well, so if you're, say, 3 wide and one twitches, you can have a very nasty accident indeed. However, still Luxembourg leading 1-2, and Kearney is within reach, so he's not completely out of this. Do not rule Jacques Kearney out. We saw Hermsen come back from an almost race-ending crash there in last round, so nothing is... So we've got another lap of the pace car. Hopefully this period isn't too long, as we've seen before. Safety car can be quite long. Let's see. We now wait to go green again. How long this will stay up. And there is the stranded car of Yannick Schneider. Very disappointing seeing as he had such a good start. Well, in qualifying anyway. So we've got another lap of the pace car. Do message us in the chat. Hello party people, hello guys. So do start up a conversation in the chat if you wish. And I guess this is the ideal point in which we wish a very certain Robin Eade a very happy birthday. And with that, you know what time it is.
Zum Geburtstag viel Glück, zum Geburtstag viel Glück, zum Geburtstag viel Glück. Geburtstag viel Glück, zum 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 Geburtstag viel Glück.
So, in case you didn't get the message, happy birthday, Robin Eade. And let's hope he has a good race on this very special day for him. As we wait to get racing again, as the pace car pulls in beautiful timing. As now Max Riemüller leads them over the line, but Henry Hermsend is ever present. Hermsend goes for the inside, then Atkinson and Cattivo. And Atkinson, Cattivo, all within a shot as Cattivo gets a nice double slipstream down the back straight. Got four or five way fight for this race win at the moment. As Cattivo goes for the inside, a bit deep maybe, a bit deeper than he would have wanted, like she said. He's clear. So there's no one on his inside or outside, so he can now use as much of the track as he likes, within reason. As is that Patrick Drazel behind him. He's further up the field. Fight for the lead of the Luxembourg cars once again. Is anyone going to stop them? Probably not. As they go round the next corner. Atkinson fighting for the lead as they all jostle for the slipstream. 63 laps remaining. Here in Motegi, John Atkinson Jr. going for glory on the inside. Now in the toe of Riemüller. Was that Hermsend? Sorry, that's Hermsend. Cattivo dices with Riemüller, and Hermsend goes quite deep. Or is that just normal? Atkinson losing positions. Oh, now Cattivo's in the mix of this. Luxembourg cars going side by side. And now Atkinson Jr. breezes past, hopefully. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, three wide. Oh, nice. And Jack Kearney sets the fastest lap for Luxembourg. 29.052. We should get into the 28, hopefully. As now, here comes Hermsend and Riemüller. Right in that slipstream, touching the diffuser in the rear wing. And they're going three wide into turn 3. Jack Kearney again sets the fastest lap. We're now into the 28.9s as I predicted. Over the line, Riemüller leads Hermsend, leads Atkinson, Cattivo, Drazel, Gurka, Zaidner, Rivera. Is that it? Is everyone... Oh dear! Oh no! That's Checo Wilson. And... Oh no, Robin Eade. Robin Eade, oh. Curse of the commentator, and it looks like we're going to have another pace car in Motegi. Hermsen leads, Muller, Atkinson, Catavo, Dressel, Gurka. 3 wide, almost into turn 1. And out of turn 2, having to avoid the debris. Oh. That must be a safety car, surely. Again. Kearney sets another fastest lap. He's going like a train. In fact, Kearney is P9. Oh, as now Catavo and Dressel. And indeed, oh, we got someone up there. That looks like Li Ling. Oh, we got a slider. It's Catavo. Catavo goes spinning off. In turn 1, 2. Oh! Very lucky there. He didn't get collected by a trio of cars. Catavo's in the wars again. Such an unlucky race so far for him. Catavo's got ground to make up again, like in Kailami. But we should have a caution, and that should play into the hands of drivers such as Catavo and Kearney, who are out of position at the moment. Don't know what's going to happen with pit stops. That could be why Kearney's so far back, as we now watch further down the field. Very close here with a Russian GP car, and Mark Zedner and Rivera into turn 3. We should have a caution, I'd imagine, as Zedner battles with... Oh, look at this, Gurka and Atkinson Jr. down the back straight. Kearney 28.8. He's going so quickly in that. Why is there still no safety car? Maybe it's not serious enough and they don't want to. As Hermsen takes the lead again. Muller comes back at him round the outside of turn 2. He's not going to have quite enough room to go around the outside now. Is he going to make a move for the inside? Just scraping along the rear of Henry Hermsen, who defends the inside. And now Patrick Dressel is into P3. Then it's Atkinson Jr. Great job for him so far. The thing with an oval is just staying with the pack and then sprinting at the end. So, oh, Zedner. And Roken. Kearney still setting fastest lap after fastest lap. As Luxembourg cars fight for the lead again. They just look unstoppable here. There's now Muller on the red mark tyres goes for the outside. Still very much a Luxembourg 1-2 at least. Oh, we got a wing, and that's Li Ling's, I believe. There is some debris on the track. Li Ling, I believe, is its owner. As again, Hermsen charges for the lead, but Muller's coming back at him down the inside. Atkinson Jr. Gurka. Always we watch Rivera and Roken battling out. 3-way fight here. Oh, Rivera goes a bit too deep there. A bit too deep, but they're going to have the slipstream. Nico gets the slipstream from both cars. Going to go for the outside. Nice. Is that Tobias Dorsch? Or it's Gurka, sorry. Atkinson Jr. and Dressel. Oh, Atkinson twitches and touches the wall. Hermsen leads on lap 27 here in Motegi. Let's check what you guys are talking about. Oh, is that smoke? Oh, look at that. That's Li Ling. Is that an engine failure, or is that just them slowing and having small radiators? Or a very small penis? Anyway. Oh, Li Ling's alright. Maybe they were just waiting for traffic to clear and overheated. That's good, Robin Eid, yeah. It's so unfortunate he was out there. Oh, Li Ling. Again, no front wing. Li Ling being a bit of a hazard. So, we should really have a caution at some point. There's debris. Oh! More contact. The sound is quite loud for me, so. He's going to have terrible aerodynamics into this corner. Just watch. Yep. Well, he's got lucky number 7. Li Ling is not pitting. Maybe cannot afford to, but look, he's going to get in the battle here. Li Ling just getting in the way. I guess they're going to go for the inside, but on the straights he's going to be a real hazard to some. And is that... oh, is that Catavo? Catavo is trying to pass Li Ling. And he should... oh, yeah. Li Ling isn't going to go anywhere this way. He's going to cut across someone if he wants to pit. Is that Jack Kearney? It is Jack Kearney. Right. Just be careful, Jack. As Kearney's easily going to pass her. Right, Hermsen and Reed Mueller. Going for it down the back straight. T-tenths off. Now down this straight. This now, here we go, Reed Mueller on Hermsen. Takes the outside line. Is he going to get it done? Not quite. Hermsen hangs in there on the inside. Atkinson Jr. P3 Gurkha. Ooh, here we go. Nice battle here. Riding with Gonzalez. Catavo needs to make up positions after that spin earlier. Thought we were going to have a caution, to be honest. Ooh, there's Nico touching wheels. Saw a car going into the pits, not quite sure who it was, but Nico Rivera just behind Gonzalez. Catavo as they ride now into turn 1. Lap 33. Here in Motegi. Lap 34, now they're almost a lap down. There's Catavo defending from Zadina and Nico Rivera. Now into turns 3 and 4. Oh, side by side with Roken. Oh, Gonzalez Catavo's got it horribly wrong. He's gone spinning off into the wall again. Catavo in the wall. Don't know how bad the damage is. I don't see any parts off, but suspension maybe. He's in the middle of the track, which doesn't help. It's probably a lap down now. Can he carry on? Or will he need to pit? Judging by the way that thing is steering. And who's that coming behind? We do not want Catavo ruining other races. Oh, Catavo's done it again! Lost traction again, and now he's in the middle of the track. This is very dangerous now for Catavo. Oh no, please don't say this is the end. Keep going, mate. Just pit, please. And Catavo taking it slow by the looks of things. Doesn't want to spin up the wheels and crash again. So here he goes. And looks like podium chances are completely gone almost now. But still 40 laps to go, so you never know. But it's not looking good for Gonzalez Catavo here in Motegi. There's the Luxembourg cars continue to fight. And we watch Jack Kearney now setting another fastest lap. Riedmuller is clear of Atkinson by nearly 4.5 seconds. Hermsen must have pitted. Oh, a bit of a twitch, nearly crashing there almost. Wait, it's slowing. Why did he slow? Was that a Luxembourg car? Oh, he's pitting. Max Riedmuller in for his pit stop as Jack Kearney sets another fastest lap of 28.8. Now, where is he going to rejoin? Looking now for Henry Hermsen as Atkinson now takes the lead. Riedmuller is out of his pit box. Oh no, he's coming into it. And I think there is Henry Hermsen, who's going to come out in front. Looks like it's going to be Hermsen. And Hermsen, I think he's now passed. Yes, he is. Atkinson starts lap 40. 37 to go. As here comes Riedmuller back out on track. So Atkinson and Gurka now, your top two. Atkinson and Hermsen nearly a lap down. But I don't think Atkinson's pitted yet. So I don't know when we'll expect that. As we ride on the rear wing of Hermsen, Atkinson goes sailing down the inside. We expected him to, but he doesn't. Hermsen has the better exit through there. Hermsen is going to go over the line in. Oh, we're not going to see it. He's probably P5. So we just need to wait for Atkinson as he now takes the outside line into turn 2. Ahead of Henry Hermsen, but for how long? Probably not that long, as Hermsen has the inside. Great exit there. Atkinson just left trailing in the dust. Hermsen is P5. So we're just waiting to see Atkinson pit. Ooh, is that Li Ling? Is that Li Ling? Looks like Li Ling to me, trailing down there. I thought there was damage for a second. And Hermsen's got much better exits than Atkinson. But when is Atkinson going to pit? Because we do not know right now. Lap 44 here in Motegi. It's a decent start for Atkinson. But when is Hermsen going to pit? There's still plenty of time left to go in this race. Let's just see who else is in field. Patrick Drazel, Gonzalez, Catavo is still running, thankfully. But he's a long way down on anyone else. Hermsen promoted to P4. And Kearney fighting Roken at the moment on his fight back to try and help Luxembourg get 1, 2 and 3. He's been putting in very, very quick laps, so it looks promising for Jack Kearney. Ooh, needs to make up a fair bit of ground though first. Over a lap. So Atkinson leads Rivera, Zaidner, Hermsen. Riedmuller. And who is P6? It's a long gap to P6. Long gap. Kearney. 26 seconds behind, so he's nearly a lap down pretty much. And now Zaidner leads, so that must mean that Atkinson has now pitted. As Gurka and Riedmuller battle it out down the back straight. As Zaidner now leads them over the line on lap 47. Nico Rivera, P2. Hermsen, P3. And here he comes down the back straight. 3 cars you can see in front of him, including Katovo, but he'll have to move out for blue flags. 30 laps remaining. Hermsen lunges for the inside, but realises Katovo is already there. And Katovo swiftly gets out the way there, as Hermsen starts lap 48 in the lead. But where is P2? As we now watch those who were the top 3 coming into the pits. And Atkinson Jr. Yep. Rivera's in the pits though. So that position will change. So it's now Reid Mueller P3 because Rivera's in the pits. He's like Jack Kurt, or it's Max Reid Mueller. No, he's in the pits. .28 laps to go. Right, Hermsen leads Atkinson by 11, nearly 12 seconds now. Kearney back into P3. So Reid Mueller battles with Rokan. Oh, and who's this? We got twitching is that Nico Rivera. And Maximilian Gurka fighting now. Gurka through. Rivera behind. Rokan chasing down the car in front, which is Max Reid Mueller. Oh, we've gone a bit deep, very deep in fact. We'll allow Luxembourg car up a spot. Hermsen leads lap 51. Passing Rokan down the inside, he cannot afford to get held up. He's on a charge, is Henry Hermsen. Looking for his 3rd out of 4th win in the WMC. Nearly won last time in Surface Paradise, but that mistake really did cost him, and he was so close to taking it back at the last few laps. Who knows if there are a few more laps, but Henry Hermsen on a mission for Luxembourg, and indeed himself as Katovo twitches further back. Hermsen leads onto lap 52, and we've got a long gap back to Atkinson in P2. Let's just see if it's increased or decreased now. Up in front of Hermsen is Max Reid Mueller, and it's 12.5, so nearly 12.6 seconds now to Atkinson. As surely was Reid Mueller going to wave him through, or was he going to fight for the race? Hermsen sets the fastest lap of 28.6, faster than Kearney. A bit of a bump with Max Reid Mueller there, and that's going to slow him down maybe a little bit. But he's in the slipstream as we now come to the back straight, going to maximise his exit. Coming down, who is it going to be? It looks to be Atkinson with the inside, but Reid Mueller could have a good exit around the outside. He's slightly further ahead, but Atkinson and Reid Mueller side by side down turn 3 and 4, and over the line they go. Hermsen still staying side by side for over half a lap. I don't believe this. They're going to do a whole lap side. Oh, they're not going to do a whole lap side by side, unfortunately, as Reid Mueller tucks in behind his teammate to try and have a go back down the straight. It's still Hermsen who leads. So now come down the straight again. Reid Mueller going to have another shot. 22 laps remaining. And that's Reid Mueller diving up the inside. Hermsen happy with this, but I guess they're giving a slipstream. So they are kind of gaining time. Look at the gap to Atkinson, who does not have the benefit, really, I don't think, of a slipstream. Atkinson is in free air. There's nobody really. Oh, there's a train up ahead. But for Hermsen, his teammate is very useful because using him as a slipstream, he's gaining what, another 5 miles an hour down the straight, 10 kilometers or so. But he's gaining a lot down these straights, 7 kilometers or something. So by having your teammate and that slipstream, they're just going to swap. I'm assuming this is all strategy, but it's working so far for Luxembourg on lap 56, about to start lap 57 in Motegi, as it looks like the Luxembourg cars are on the verge of swapping positions once more. Hermsen and Reid Mueller, the 2 Luxembourg teammates. Aiming for another 1, 2, 3 possibly. But who knows with strategy. Still running side by side. Oh, touching wheels. Could have spun each other. That would be a very bad way to end their race, essentially. There's Atkinson now on his bike through the field in this train of cars, including Gurka, Rivera, and Zaidner. Then P3, Kearney. Now he's in 3A. He hasn't got anyone to get a toe off of, but it looks like John Atkinson does as he goes diving down the inside. He's going to need to use Roken as a marker now. 19 laps remaining. Now is the time to push. And look at that magnificent toe. Was Roken lifting or something? Because that was fantastic. Now through this final 2 corners. And it looks as if Kearney's going to have a slipstream now as Hermsen starts lap 59, sorry. Still side by side with Riedmuller. Now is Riedmuller going to have a shot at even getting near these guys or what? If he wants to get ahead, has to be strategy wise. Just 17 laps. So roughly about 8 minutes to go. Here in Motegi. Hermsen still leads, lap 61. Gunning for his 3rd victory out of 4 races in the 2014 World Monoposto Championship. And let's go down further to the field, and that's Kativo pulling over. And what on earth could that... Is that an engine failure? Is that an engine failure? It is indeed an engine failure for Gonzalez Castro. He's got smoke pouring out the back. He's going to get in the way. Whoa! Indeed, now the Luxembourg cars are spun. Is that Hermsen? No, it's Riedmuller. Had to dodge Castro and swerved. That's got to be a caution. He's in the middle of the track and he nearly took out the leaders. Let's go with Nico Rivera. Oh! Big accident. And that's got to be a pace car. That has got to be a pace car. No doubt. It was all going so badly for Kativo. Oh! Zaidner! That's Zaidner as well. Zaidner's been hit too, and now the pace car is out. But Zaidner hasn't lost any wings or wheels, so thankfully. And the pace car is out with just 13 laps to go. Can this race get any more dramatic as Gurka smacks into Kativo? Sidelined literally from the race. And now is the test for Luxembourg. It's now anyone's race. And the three Luxembourg cars are in position. So there are 2 cars, I think a lap down or so. So they should move. So it could be another 1, 2, 3 finish. But they've got to get past Atkinson Jr. Could he spoil Luxembourg's party? Rain on their parade. There's only 12 laps remaining. Once again in the WMC, something suddenly changes. And we now have a sprint finish to this oval race here in Motegi. And for Luxembourg it's a very tense moment, because Atkinson Jr. is right in the mix. What a fight back from Kearney after suffering and being well down the field. I think we're going to get one more lap for pace car. Zayn in the pits. 11 laps remaining. Not long to go. As the pace car leads them around turns 1 and out of 2. Now if you look at the task Kearney has and Riedmuller just behind, they'll hopefully try and help each other out. But they've got to negotiate Roke and Gurka. I think that's... oh, that's... yeah. But they've also got John Atkinson Jr., who they are fighting for position. The others are a lap down or so. It looks as if the pace car is coming in, and we're going to have a sprint finish to this oval race here in Motegi as the pace car pulls in, and it's green as Gurka bumps the wall. Now Roken's going to have a shot as he comes down the straight, and Kearney's just got to sit and watch and wait, and Riemiller also does the same. Atkinson Jr. dicing with Henry Hermsen for the lead of this race, going 3-4 wide down the back straight. It is going to be 4 wide. Great stuff from these guys as they all get squeezed going through turns 3 and 4. Hope there's no accident. 10 laps remaining, a bit of a slide through there. Gurka fighting Riemiller, and Roken is also in the mix. Atkinson Jr. fighting for his first win this season to end some of the domination of Luxembourg at least. So Gurka could well ruin Kearney and Riemiller's time, as Riemiller and Kearney have swapped places. Now they are in the clear, but they've got to pass Atkinson Jr. and work as a team now. And it's well possible as Roken is now in the way of Kearney. So Kearney's got to negotiate him. But Riemiller can help his teammate Henry Hermsen. Don't forget Kearney though, 8 laps remaining, probably about 4 minutes to go here in Motegi. Anybody's guess, Kearney says the fastest lap. Atkinson Jr. with Riemiller. Riemiller was P2 over the line, but Atkinson Jr. fights back with a toe. Oh, Roken fighting now. Fighting with Jack Kearney. The 3 Luxembourg cars. Oh no! Roken has taken out Kearney. And he's... oh, that could be his race over with just 6 laps to go and about 3 minutes away from home. The 1-2-3 finish is now completely out of reach. Or is it? As Atkinson gets in the slipstream of Henry Hermsen to try and take the lead. Luxembourg are in shock, and Roken, what was he thinking? Getting in the fight for the lead. Naughty boy. You go on the wall of shame in a minute. As Atkinson now chases Hermsen, 5 laps remaining. 4 laps to go. It's pretty much Hermsen and Atkinson now. Are we going to get 2 Luxembourg cars on the podium? Read me a co-leader. It's a long way back to P4, so it should be 3 laps, 1.5 minutes or so. And we will know who has won, Atkinson or Hermsen. Hermsen, very strong as usual, but could Atkinson Jr. go for his first WMC victory? I'd like it to be Atkinson, but who knows? And for USA, they'll be the only other team, apart from Luxembourg, to win a race. 2 laps to go. Anything can happen. Down the back straight. 1.5 laps to go. Riedmüller sets a 28.6 almost for the fastest lap of the race. John Atkinson, you have 1 lap. Pass or be passed. That is your decision. I would stay in the slipstream. Oh, bit of a tap. Bit of a tap. Is this going to be over for Hermsen? Atkinson, he needs the inside realistically. Hermsen is going to take it, I think. As Atkinson hasn't got the inside line. He had the outside, but over the line, it's going to be Henry Hermsen just for Luxembourg. In round 4 in Motegi. It was a hard fought one for Atkinson Jr. It's still P2. Great result. Well done to him. And Max Riedmüller cruises up behind his teammate, now a lap down, trotting over to finish third. And it's Hermsen, Atkinson, Riedmüller, Zayden, Gurka, Kearney, P6 after that pit stop. Roken. And was it Drezel or Zayden or something? Oh, actually no. And the donuts have already begun. Great work from Hermsen once again in the WMC. What a race. What a finish. But for Henry Hermsen, it's pure domination. Luxembourg win again. So let's go through again. And it was Drezel behind Roken. Then Rivera, Catavo, Ling, Eade and Wilson were the casualties. And before we finish, there's just time to say one more message. For Robin Eade. You know what I'm going to do, mate? I'm going to do this one more time, Robin.
Zum Geburtstag viel Glück, zum Geburtstag viel Glück, zum Geburtstag viel Glück. Geburtstag viel Glück, zum Geburtstag viel Glück, zum Geburtstag viel Glück, zum
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
viel Glück, zum Geburtstag viel Glück.
Thank you very much for watching the WC this evening, and hopefully we'll see you in a week or two for round 5. Can anyone stop Luxembourg? Take care and good night.